that the economy is necessarily strong. We are at 3.8% unemployment, and we're only at 2.7% wage growth. If you go back 10 years, if you go back to 2008, we should be at 3.5% wage growth. Right? That's a problem.
Yeah, but do you think that it's coming? I mean, I understand the argument, and you're certainly right. The data shows that people aren't getting paid as much maybe as they should, given the tightness of the labor market. But at the same time, maybe it's just lagging.
I don't think it's coming. I think structurally the markets have changed. The gig economy has changed a lot of things, right? And so if, in fact, you don't see that 3.5% wage growth coming, then what we've seen in terms of growth in the United States really has been a function of tax stimulus and not necessarily actual fundamental growth.
But is that necessarily a bad thing?
It's a very short-term thing. And if you look at what tax stimulus has done, it's basically brought down tax revenues dramatically. In fact, if you look at the tax revenue numbers, they dropped 33% by government tax receipts on corporations, while individuals paid 7% more. Right? That's further dampening of consumption.
Yeah, but at the same, I understand the argument, okay? But I'm going to in my mind, which is just a bad, dangerous place. I've got this picture of a piñata, and somebody hits it, and all the candy falls out. And some parent is saying, you know, at some point we're going to have to clean up that piñata. But at the same time, all the kids are eating all the candy. They don't care that the cleanup is going to come.
Okay.
Aren't we sort of at that moment in the U.S. economy? We can make the arguments about deficits and debts down the road, but right now, there's a lot of candy out there.
Let me liken it to a drug hit. You are going to have a hangover at some point. And the way stimulus works is if you don't keep stimulating, eventually you come to the other side of that.
But can't we enjoy the high while it lasts?
Okay, fine.
Not that we would know anything about that.
Enjoy the high. I'm just simply saying that in 12 months' time, actually, quite frankly, in 6 months' time, we are going to be looking at slower earnings. We're going to be looking at the other side.